So then, the Daytona 500, my god, what a race the Great American Race was over the course of yesterday. I was hoping to record it in real time, like just when the race ended to come through, but there were two different rain delays, which meant that it finished about 3 o'clock in the morning. The last 10 laps or so were a bit of a fever dream for me, so what I'm going to do is talk through it, having rewatched the final 10 laps or so, and give you my thoughts. Firstly, anyone who wins the Daytona 500 is arguably a worthy winner. William Byron did well to get through that last lap overtime wreck, as did Tyler Reddick, who was chasing him down at the end. And I can't believe I'm saying this, third place, Jimmy Johnson. I think I heard Eric Eastep say in the dozen or so starts he's done since taking over Legacy Motor Club, or since buying into the sport as part of Legacy Motor Club, he's not even got to the top 20. And he was third last night. That's almightily impressive. It's really well done. Top 5 rounded out by another two Toyotas, Chase Briscoe and John Hunter Nemechek. It's strange to think that the Toyota team that got two cars into the top 5 was Legacy. For one of them being Jimmy Johnson, who raced his way in. 3 cars in the top 5 didn't lead laps all day. Reddick, Johnson, and John Hunter Nemechek. But even the two that did, Byron led 10, Briscoe led 4. Austin Cindric had done really well, as did Ryan Blaney. Joey Logano got a stage win and then had all those alternator issues and everything else like that, didn't he? But if you look at who else managed to get some laps led, Bubba Wallace managed to pick up 18. He won the duels, which is really good for him, but he got caught up in a late race wreck. And he's, 2-3 times a runner-up at the Daytona 500 now? I was thinking this would be a good weekend for 2311, but it was all right for Reddick getting second. It was doing really, really well. It was Riley Herbst, the rookie. He was helping Denny Hamlin towards the win until that wreck right at the end. But there were some places where there were just dodgy pushes. I would argue that it was Cole Custer's push that sent Ryan Preece upside down for the second time in 2.5 years at Daytona. Likewise, Corey LaJoie's push is what caused what happened with Denny Hamlin at the end. It was weird to see Toyotas running up at the front. I know there have been all these stats going around about how Ford had led something like 62% of laps in the next-gen era at super speedways. But Toyota usually run together, and maybe a Toyota will pick up a win. I mean, Denny Hamlin's a 3-time champion, after all. But they won't be all up at the front. The highest Fords were 7th and 8th for Blaney and Cindric, and 10th for Buescher. 3 of the top 10. Then another 3 were Chevys, and another 4 were Toyotas. It's so strange to think. But there were other stories of people who did really well. Justin Allgaier getting a top 10 for JRM on their first start. Eric Jones had run well as well. If you look at the race leaders, McDowell, you've got Dillon, you've got Chase Elliott. Corey LaJoie led 10 laps in the end. Loa Gregson led a couple. Carson Hocevar led a lap, even if he went off to start streaming in the middle of the rain delay. But yeah, it was a strange one, I must say that. And the thing is, the 500 is always entertaining in some respects, even if it's not, the drivers deserve most to win, going in and getting the dub at the end of the day. It can still be fun, it can still be entertaining, and who knows, maybe they would have gone a few more laps in had Big Orange not decided to be running around the beast a couple of times. I don't know. It's a lot more entertaining towards something like Atlanta, where we're going to be at next week for the Cup Series, because, you can see so many drivers pushing in different ways, because it's an intermediate that got converted to a super speedway. instead of a born and bred super speedway where it could be a bit of a lottery at times. It was a good watch, and I'm glad they tried to get all the running done on the Sunday rather than going through to the Monday. But there's something just clunky in the NASCAR structure that means that because you usually time it around the invocation rather than the race start, the race started itself like 7:15 UK time. They already got about a dozen laps in before they had to do the first rain delay. They already got a handful more laps in before they had to do the second. I think most of that first 10% of the 500, those first 50 miles, was done behind the pace car. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.